I got you, my people. Now, listen to this, people, man. When you have opportunity and you don't take them, you just miss out. You have to be on top of what you have and use it wisely, right? Because when I entered the military, when I came out, I had plenty of time on me, right? Especially I was still going to school. I was doing all kinds of stuff, man. But I usually went to schools, trade schools that would teach me something that I could use it just in case, I run into some problems. So, I took electronics, I took electrical. I don't think I took plumbing. I took carpentry, some computer training, assembling. But I never got to do all those things, but I did learn and acquire certain diplomas on electrical. And I was offered a job too. I remember that out in the field, but I didn't want to do it. I don't know why. Sometimes I just don't want to do things. Sometimes I do. But what I do is I always get a trade. I always took a trade that I know if, I can't keep up with employment, I could use the trade that I learned. So I always kept my trade, and I do it for myself, right? I don't volunteer my trade to anybody unless I'm willing to do it, because everybody thinks everything is easy, with construction, all that's easy world. It takes 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes, dude. You do it on your own and figure it out, but it's not as easy. Nothing is easy as it seems. Everybody says easy, anybody can do it. Yes, if it was so easy, everybody would have done it. And that's not the case. So today, right, I was just resting and my phone rings, and it was a long time worker friend that I was recommended to by another veteran, right? Because usually out of veteran, we talk to each other and we communicate. Like we find something new or some kind of benefits. We call each other, this is what's happening. You need to apply for it. So this veterans, I was in the street selling, right? Because I do whatever it takes, people. That's what I'm saying. You cannot be scared to make money, man. Listen, man, I was selling dollar toe rings. Dollar toe rings and stuff like that. I wasn't scared. It was, keeping me up, keeping me moving. So I used to sell these dollar toe rings to, females and women. And so you make that toe shine, buy this ring, and just tell them that, then it's to laugh and then humor and, make an example to make that toe shine, you're working with sandals and nothing plain. I showed them the rings, the toe ring with a stone on it, and people used to buy it, and it was only $1. You can't lose with $1, so it looks good or whatever, and things like that. I used to do all kinds of stuff. But what my mentality was,